Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're back at HC2 and what we're looking at in this video is the Maruyama ISO556 from Maruyama and VFC.
Red lights blink, hit more miss, no A-zone love on a run like this. Split times tally, every move gets scanned. When the shot clock stops, we see where you stand. The Gauntlet.
Never shot this before. I did have one of the PTS suppressors, trace suppressors on there, but all the traces are dead for some reason. They have been charged. I'm not too impressed with the PTS tracers at this moment in time. But we're just going to have a quick warm-up. And what we're going to be using for the warm-up is those little Texas stars, just so I get an idea where this is shooting. Because we might have to adjust the hop and such. So let's see. That's too much. I might be turning it up instead of down. So let's go the other way. Little changes. Very nice feature that you can do it on the fly. Give it a burst. Seems alright. Using 0.25 Rebel tracers, and we're using propane. So let's go see if we can do a better job on these Texas stars. And again, I'm just using it for a warm-up, so we'll see if we can do a little bit better than the URGI. Get an idea of where the thing's firing. And we empty. We're empty on that mag. So we're just getting familiar with it. That charging handle is really stiff. It's not locking back on empty. There we go, not too bad at all. Get into the good stuff. So the only reason I'm using those Texas stars is because a lot of these guns I've never shot before, so I'm just getting familiar with how it shoots. So we'll park some mags. The only thing I don't like about this ISO so far is the charging handle's just very, like, it just pulls in on itself and then you end up smashing your fingers off the red dot you've got on there. So I'd much rather prefer, I think, if it was more reliable, just a solid handle. But it's definitely pulling that block inside the upper receiver, like it's angling it and it's getting stuck. So all the videos I see of this being super smooth, mine is not super smooth. Sometimes you can't pull it at all and you have to pull both. So we'll see. Let's give it a go and see how it does. Sometimes it's really accurate and sometimes it's slightly not. Lovely and snappy on the semi-auto though. Very good trigger. Not a bad little first run. Let's go see what we've done on the time. A 48. It's not bad at all. So we've got a partial, one full. We'll put that there. I'm going to switch over to the P-mags. See how it does with the P-mag. What I'm going to do, because I have loaded these mags full, we're going to fire one round, holding the bolt release up, like that, just to make sure that the breech is clear. So with these mags all being loaded all the way to the top, I don't damage the nozzle. So I think the problem with this, I think if you put a load of grease in here, I think it would fix it, but it's just a bit sluggish. But 48, let's see if we can beat it. Change. Mag's feeling a little bit sluggish. Right, it's got to have been quicker. Whew. It's got to have been quicker. It is very warm up here today. 28 or so degrees outside. Celsius, not Fahrenheit for the Americans. 42. So with this platform, we can get about on par with my MCX. So reason for that, got a very good trigger, and it is very, very lightweight. It does struggle. And I know I say this a lot, but you see all these videos, these reviewers firing these things, and they're the most snappiest things ever. That one, it locked back that time. So it's very good, but it's far from perfect. That is the biggest problem at the moment, so we need to see if we can solve that. But seems to fire right, doesn't it? Right, let's have some fun, see if it'll last. Again, the lockback is super inconsistent like the SPC. Breech is clear. I think it's just a little bit lethargic, so we're not really going for time on this one. I'm just gonna have some fun and have some full auto. Gonna change anyway. Do a quick change again. Oh, I got some ricochets on that one. So we did 2 mag changes that one, but we are ripping. We're ripping also. Absolutely cooking. 45. Not quite as quick. Right, let's get rid of these partials, shall we? And we'll just rinse some ammo into the black. Yeah, I got that super inconsistent full auto accuracy, which we've seen on the URGI. I had a couple of BBs in it. That one's empty. It's not really a massive fan of auto, and it doesn't lock back, even with that weak recoil spring, and charging handles proper goosed. But that mag's empty. but we're not locking back. So there might be some resistance going on somewhere with this. It feels like it's got a bit of resistance somewhere. I think we've done all the mags. Yeah. Oh, I've got another one here. No, that's empty as well. So, initial reports is this thing is kind of a bit of a sleeper, but it's got some issues. And I think a lot of it's down to that bolt. The recoil spring is really, really sloppy, and the charging handle of mine does jam up. Like I'm putting a lot of my strength into that and it won't move. So it's got some good and some bad. We probably need to completely strip this down. To get the stock off, I had to smack it with a hammer. It's so tight. So we might have to do some cleaning up there, but you know, with it being tight, it's not rattling around or loose or anything. I would have liked to run a suppressor, but we've had to go with the Bifrost because the PTS suppressors have let me down. But yeah, not all bad for this ISO. Not bad at all. It's very lightweight. You can be very quick with it. I'm not a fan of these B&T grips. They're just really uncomfortable for me. They're really slim in terms of thickness and really wide. And I just don't really get on with them. So I'll have to change that. The stock isn't too bad at all, to be honest. Plenty comfy, the cheap riser's nice. The rails are nice fit, you've got plenty of M-lock. What I will say is that M-lock on the bottom looks, at first glance, looks useless because you've got M-lock on the bottom, but it's in this channel. And this channel's too narrow for the M-lock to perfectly space apart and lock in. So I couldn't lock in any grips on here, it would only grip just a tiny bit. So that M-lock is redundant unless you get some really long screws and push it past where it needs to be and try and force and lock it in, but it's just an inconsistent M-lock attachment point. We need to sort out the inconsistency with the bolt, and I think we'll be on to a winner. So yeah, I have to like wiggle it, otherwise look, I just chunked my finger off the red dot, putting so much force into it. So let me know what you think about this thing in the comments below. I did have to take all the front end apart and basically torque up all the screws on the barrel and on the barrel block because the outer barrel was really loose, but that sorted it. So let me know what you think down in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe. Check out the links in the description, join the Ag Precision Discord, and from me and the guys at HC2, we'll be seeing you in the next one.